Why am I here? Who am I? What's the point? It's a hard video to make because I've never really done anything like this. I'm quite nervous. I've actually been recording for a bit, just trying to figure out what's the right thing to say. But I think that there is no right thing to say. My name's Kieran, I'm 23. At the recording time of this, currently it is the 21st of October. And I've decided that I want to pursue art as fully as I can. Now, I've got a 9 to 5, I do graphic design. That is my daily, but that is not where my heart is. And that's in art. That's in drawing the things that I love, the stuff that I grew up on, and pushing that as much as I can. When I've got time, in the mornings, in lunch breaks, in the evening, always in the evening. And I'm hungry. I'm hungry to do better, to achieve more, to be successful, to push myself out of my comfort zone, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video. That's the whole point. Because I don't want to be stuck in a position where I'm doing the same shit every day and I'm not happy. And I don't think anyone wants that. And as I've said before, how this started was just someone asking me for advice. And if someone can ask me for advice, then maybe somebody else needs it, and maybe I can provide that advice about my journey, about what it's like for someone my age to be in the scene, to be an artist that isn't technically in a first world country. Kind of how I can develop my skills, how I can grow, how I can get better, how I can do at conventions, etc, etc. Now, I gave this person, said person who will remain anonymous, but I really appreciate the fact that they asked me these questions and that they were honest enough to say where they were in life for themselves and where they wanted to be. And that's why I started the video off this way, of saying where I am and where I want to be, because I want to have that goal and that mindset of we will get there eventually. So part of my firstly, I was just shocked that somebody actually asked me this. I've never been asked this before. And then I asked myself, well, if someone can take the jump to message you on social media to ask for advice, and they're an actual real person and they don't know anything and they genuinely want help, then surely you can do something that's fairly uncomfortable to you, which is this YouTube space, and actually talk about your journey, talk about where you are now, being a young person, a young artist in the industry, trying to grind, trying to work, trying to lock in, trying to do everything that you can to be noticed, to just create good work, and let the work speak for me. That's my whole mission. That's why I do this. I could sit here and talk in front of the camera and eventually get so used to it and be like, oh, I'm doing this today and this, and that's amazing. But I really just want this video to serve as an introduction, and what follows is mainly the work, my thoughts about where I am in the industry, what's going on, and how things are locally, because I'm based in Cape Town in South Africa, and that is a different world than New York, let's say, America, Europe. So everything is definitely different. So giving you that viewpoint, that perspective. But getting back to it, I'd say to take a moment to actually gather my thoughts and think about what is the correct advice to give this person, because there's so many different things that people say. Back in the day, everyone used to say practice, 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 and now people believe that you shouldn't do that. People shouldn't be just spending large amounts of time just practicing until their hands practically fall off. But to that effect, I say, why not? Why not? Why do you need a cookie cutter? Why do you need a direct way of doing something where you have to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4? Why do you not just go at it with full force, with 100%? Why do you not just learn something that old way or that old method of just sitting in your room and just drawing every day and just doing drawing what you want, how you want it, and learning as you go, and just stumbling and failing and figuring it out? Why can't you do that? I don't know if any of these points make sense, but pretty much to sum it up, it was find the people who are doing shit that you love, who are doing things art-wise, craft-wise, just anybody that's like, there's billions of people, millions, whatever, on this thing we call Earth. Find the people whose work that you love, study it, try your best to take notes, look at it, critique it as if it were your own work, purely for educational purposes, not to demean, not to be rude to anybody, but just for understanding, for knowledge, and break it down and try and understand why do they do that. Observe, I think that's a bonus point there. Observe, be present, look at things differently, go outside, look at how people walk. It sounds weird, but just being outside and being present in the moment will teach you a lot more about art. You can even draw outside, but just taking the time to live, I think, makes us grow as artists, and I love by that third point. Fourth is do the boring shit, do everything you don't want to do, and do it first, because the fun stuff you'll be able to easily do. You can do that every day, it doesn't matter. But do the boring stuff, and that's what will count, and that's what will help you, because that's what will take you further. And then the fifth point, do it your way, because it doesn't matter. Everybody comes from different paths, everybody's done different things. It's about the effort that you put in. It's about what does it mean to you, and taking that and turning that into energy, into something that you can use for yourself, into something that you can be proud of. And that's it. And so, if you like this video of me rambling a little bit, please consider subscribing, or at least a like. If you need any sort of advice, if you'd like to give me some advice, if you'd like to critique or have a look at anything of mine, I'll put my socials in the description, and you can pop me a comment. But thank you for making it this far. Thank you for watching. Yeah.